Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out LiboView. I just did a review on a Canopy for camping or swap meets or craft shows, and if you want to check that out, just check out my channel, it's up there. But I'm going to do one for a camping item that we've had for a few years now, and they make two different types of picnic table covers. And I'm not talking about the cover that goes on top of the picnic table, I'm talking about a shade that's made to clip onto the picnic tables. It's by ShelterLogic. They've been around a long time. It's a really good product. So I'm going to show you the one that we have, and we've had it for quite some time. I'm going to show you how it gets assembled real quick and tell you a few nice things about it, so stay tuned. All right, so here my son has the Canopy, and you can see it's in a carry bag, kind of like a sports bag. The bag is very generous as far as its size. The items are easy to go into, and you're going to get a few different things. You're going to get this item here, and this is what clamps onto the table with these two big wing nut clamps. Real easy to do, not difficult at all. Of course, you're going to get the cover, the top, and I'm going to tell you this is about 6 years old and we haven't done anything to it. We washed it off one time and it lasts. It's really good. These poles are all shock corded. They allow for easy assembly. You can see my son doing that right there. Now as my son assembles these poles, I'll tell you this is made by ShelterLogic, and they make another one that only has one screw that clamps to the bottom of the table, and it tilts, it pivots. It's made of like a plastic metal combination. I don't know necessarily if I really would like that or if I want it, but I will put the link for this one and also the other one down below, so you can take your choice. Now I'm going to set this camera up so I can help my son. We're going to go ahead and assemble this for you. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to take these end pieces here and adjust them for the thickness of the table. Now in this case, we were camping in a state park and those tables were a lot thicker, so we'll go ahead and make those a little bit smaller. All right, so you go ahead and tighten these down. Now the nice thing about it is your table can be as long as these poles here, because these poles slide through these pieces, and these pieces are the up and down pieces that actually hold this to the picnic table. Just slide it down in the tube, and to make it easier on yourself, you may want to put it all the way down to the bottom, just so you can reach everything. All right, so that side will go in, then he'll go ahead and drop it to its lowest position once it's in. Again, to make it a little bit easier on us, so we can reach it. Then the poles, what you want to do is make sure that they're completely collapsed. You'll slide it in there. You can see I'm skipping this one. It's because I don't want to have to try to slide it through both of them all the way. You just have to slide it through until it clears and then bring it back. Now you can see at this point how long the picnic table can be. So these can actually be out quite a bit more. You could be really all the way to the end. It covers a big picnic table. Definitely an 8-footer for sure. Now you put these poles in all three of the holes. All right, with those two, they just kind of float freely, and then this one here goes through kind of a clamp. Once it's in that clamp, you go ahead and tighten this down to where it's just a little snug. It don't have to be overly tightened. All right, now once that's there, here comes the business end. This is the Canopy shade. Now all this is held on with Velcro. Now on the ends of this, on one end you'll see that there's pockets where the poles go into. This is a sewed pocket that's closed up. That's the side you're going to put on first. We'll go ahead and put these here. Up and over. All right, and the first one we'll do is the top one. Okay, you can see at the top here how this pocket's already sewed. You just slide this in, and that buried it. That's done there. And then we've got to do these here. So what he'll do is he'll undo the Velcro just a little ways to get it to where the pole has a chance to make its way in there. And the same on this side. Now with that done, we'll come down to this end here, and you just open this flap up, put the pole in there, and then fold it back. And let the Velcro hold the pole in place. And it's the same with these here. They're set up the same way, and There's the flap, and it just folds over, encapsulates the pole. Now the poles are captured in there on the ends. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift these tops, and the way you do that is you come in and you grab the center sections here and both lift and kind of push out on the sides at the same time until it clicks. You can see it clicks right there. All right, now you can see it's kind of dangly and hanging. All you do is pull this Velcro open and wrap it around and reconnect it. Okay, now that it's been put up, we'll go ahead and lift the top to make it at a height that's a little bit easier to deal with, which will go up to, let's go ahead and go to the top one. There you go. And you can see the kind of room that we have here as far as walking under. Now, if you're out and you're camping and you think it might rain, this is the nicest thing about it. If it rains really hard out, it's to be put down. Because if you leave it up, it's going to puddle here and it's going to put weight on here that shouldn't be there. But the nice thing about it is, as long as there's not a lot of wind, what you can do is push these buttons here on both sides and lower it. So we'll go ahead and lower it, step out of the way. And you can put it and leave it just like this. You can leave it like this as it rains, and as long as the wind's not blowing real hard from the side, you'll be set. Like I said, we've had this for quite some time now, and we don't even have a tear in it. We don't even have a separation in the thread. So it's very durable. We've had some other ShelterLogic products as far as car garages and some other canopies, and I'm really happy with this. We don't even have any rust or anything on the metal at all, and this has been out in the rain more than one camping trip. So if this is something you might be interested in, I'm going to put the link down below. Now there's going to be two of them, two different links. The first link's going to be for this one because I'm doing a review on this item. That's what the first link's for, and if you want it, click it. It's going to take you right to it and you can purchase it. There's going to be a link for another one, and that one's basically the same, except there's one large screw in the middle, which I don't really care for. I like the two screws that hold it on. And it also has some sort of a tilting mechanism. Now, I don't know how sturdy those are, but I like these. This one's been in some wind, it's been in some rain, and I haven't had any problems. So, again, the links are down below. I appreciate you watching LeboView. Thanks. Bye.